Good morning, Keller Williams, and welcome back to the Katy CommandMC 66-Day Challenge 2.0, and today is day 16. So today we dive into the Heatseeker tool. What is Heatseeker? Heatseeker is a proprietary tool being used by KWRI to analyze through an algorithm over 80 data points of agents who are currently in the real estate space in your marketplace. Essentially, they are analyzing those data points to indicate whether or not the agents that are currently in your market are likely to make a change of brokerage. Now, don't necessarily worry about the secret sauce or what's in the sausage. Just trust that the data has been successful, and the success rate is in the upper 90% at predicting when an agent is likely to move. So how does that benefit you inside of CommandMC, and how can you view that information? Well, we are back inside of our recruit pipeline today, and you can see we've got a new recruit card on the screen. This is our new fictional character, Hank Hill. Hank is actually a heat seeker, right? And I know that because he's got this heat seeker tab on him. If I go in and click on Hank's information, you're going to see a couple of things. One, if I come into the timeline of Hank's recruit card and I scroll down, you're going to start to see that I've got these imported notes with a heat seeker index. Now, the heat seeker index goes from 0.000 all the way up to 1.0. So sort of a sliding scale, if you will, from 0 to 100 with some decimal points included, right? The higher the score is, the closer to 1.0, the higher the likelihood is that this recruit is to make a change. And so you can see, right, we do have now these, because this is a test account, these scores are a little out of date, and you can see that the information has even expired. But that being said, this is what it will look like when your heat seekers start to show up. In addition, because this is an older recruit card, the icon for Heat Seeker does not show up, but I did want to make sure you knew that there was a Heat Seeker icon. It looks sort of like an orange arrow with some up arrows inside of that. And those arrows basically indicate whether or not that Heat Seeker is low, medium, or high. So inside of Hank's recruit card, now I have the ability to come in and start making calls, put Hank on a smart plan, whatever it may be. But if I'm ever curious as to where the rest of my heat seekers might be, I do have the ability to filter, and there's two different types of filters with regards to heat seeker. So I can come in and I can choose heat seeker score. So I can filter all of my recruits by no score, cold, warm, or hot. And the majority of your heat seekers are most likely going to follow in the hot category, just as a heads up. But if you want to see all of them, you can use cold, warm, or hot. The other opportunity is to come into lead sources. Now, this test account has a ton of lead sources, but if we scroll down, you can see heat seeker is one of those lead sources. And if I click on apply, this is where we have a second filter set up with our tag. So we would have to take that dummy character count. There we go. We'll remove the tag and then apply. That's when Hank would show up, right? So this is your ability to come in, and the same thing applies inside of recruit management as well. So whether you're looking at your pipeline, looking at your recruit management, the filter would be the same. I can either filter by lead source, heat seeker, or I can filter by a specific heat seeker score, and that's going to allow me to begin logging my activities, making my calls, setting my appointments, moving my recruit through the pipeline, especially when it comes to appointment set, appointment held, join in progress, and joined. That's it for today, guys. The introduction of the Heat Seeker tool and where to find your heat seekers inside of your pipeline or recruit management tool using the filter for Heat Seeker lead source or Heat Seeker score. Come back tomorrow and we're going to review the Heat Seeker dash report and understand how that information is pulled out of your CommandMC as well. As always, it's great talking to you, and I'll look forward to speaking with you again real soon.